Ibiza person.
That's a difficult question.
Yeah, Grace Jones for me, I mean, it's totally iconic, you're right.
Yeah.
You don't really relate her to Ibiza, but I bet it's pretty special to be able to see Grace Jones in Ibiza.
Yeah,
That's another reason why I picked up DJing again.
So man, everybody's an icon to me.
Yeah, Queen, even like people like Queen, like Rick Astley, anyone really.
Yeah.
I grew up listening to Rick Astley, I'm not ashamed to say it.
No one is anywhere near as famous as that, but I mean, when we were having lunch earlier on, and Charlie Chester there, and it's just a name that has just rang out for me for years gone by.
Yeah.
Ibiza, Charlie Chester.
Yeah.
Even Darren Hughes.
I don't know why. I don't know where I get that from. I haven't done anything.
I think the first time I ever came to Ibiza was, 1983. But that was kind of in a different world.
In 1990, we did the big Ibiza 90 project trip, bringing 22 DJs and the Farm and 808 Say and a man called Adam and the film crew, and filming that film, a short film about chilling. And then from then, through the 90s, I just kept coming back and forward and did a few parties and just coming for holidays, renting villas out, and then didn't make a conscious decision to want to live here or stay here, but then that just happened. First time I came to Ibiza was in 1984, and I was 19, so you can work out how old I am. And it's the first time I actually even got on a plane. I was a hairdresser by trade, and a couple of the girls that I worked with came the year before me, and that was it. I came and didn't like it. As much as anything, I didn't get it. So 2 weeks away from England, it was, as I say, first time I went away. I did love the island, but I just didn't click. Came back in 88, 89. I can't actually remember, I think, which one it was. Just because there'd been that vibe build on Ibiza, and my mates came, and so I followed. It wasn't like, I wasn't going to say I wouldn't come again, and then ended up in Amnesia with listening to Alfredo, and was like, oh my god. And right, I get it now.
When I was doing the visuals company and like the kind of the mid 80s, doing the you know, I was with Danny and Nicky and Paul and Johnny when they came here. I wasn't with them, but when I was, you know, was working with them in London before, and then when they came back and brought that energy that Alfredo had kind of given them. So I was there for that experience, so to speak.
Iconic Ibiza person, Alfredo. Funny enough, I saw him this morning from my balcony, and outside my house in Santa Gertrudis is where all the bins are, and I saw him unloading rubbish from the back of his car into bins. And I said to my kids that are here now at the moment, he's 16, I said, there's one of my Ibiza legends emptying out rubbish. Yeah, Grace Jones to come back here. I mean, I couldn't go for family reasons, but to come back's brilliant, and to engineer that is genius. Yeah, really good.
It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah,
I mean,
awesome.
I don't even, like, I haven't even yet thought about it, like, playing alongside. It's just like, oh, I'm gonna see Grace Jones.
Yeah, that's like the biggest part of it is just actually seeing Grace Jones walk onto the stage. I think is going to be the most exciting part of the night, probably.
Yeah.
But if you'd have asked me 15 years ago if I'd be working with Grace, I'd probably, I don't know. I want to. It's about inspiring people and pushing this thing on, and that is the most inspiring thing you're going to see. And she is the most inspiring artist on the planet. It's where you go from there, really. So the next question should be, when's our next party going to be here and who's going to play? Because that's something I've got to start working on now.
It's gonna be Grace Jones. Wow. I saw Grace Jones in Amnesia in 1984. That's gonna be great. Could be fantastic to see Grace Jones, that for the young people is for many of the young people is an unknown artist, or more or less. Old people in this business is pushing out, but I think the experience is quite important, and if I have the possibility to pass it to the youngsters, it's a great thing.